Hey YouTube, we're going to go over this 25 caliber Talon P Air Force PCP air gun. I picked this thing up and I would like it pretty good. It's a there you can see it, Air Force, made in the USA. It's got a bottle gauge on there. Fills to 200 bar, 3,000 pounds, somewhere in there. Okay, I bought this gun as a kit. It come with the butt stock, the moderator, which is actually a silencer slash moderator, screws on there. Underneath of that is a gamma red dot sight. I don't know why I put it on there. Anyhow, there's a lot of things I like about this gun. I like how it cocks. I like the compactness of it, and it's all around general good gun. Now I also have the HP AEA semi-automatic 25, and we'll go over that later on. Both are pretty good guns for the price. I have no complaints. So we'll get down and talk a little bit about it. The Air Force, now it has a lot of power. I think it's 10-inch barrel and shoots 900 feet per second with 50 pounds energy. The AEA is semi-automatic with a 10-shot clip, and it comes with 2 clips. They're a little cantankerous, but they're good machines once you get them figured out. Anywhere from 150 bar to 250 bar is the usable range. You can get 3 clips out of them. But I actually want to talk to you about the Air Force. Now, I kind of like that pretty good. It's a single shot, but there's a lot of advantages to a single shot. One is you rarely miss, okay? So what I like about this thing, I like how easy it is to cock. Just like that. You can do it with one finger. It's ambidextrous, left or right. And there's the safety right there. You push it forward, you can nick that with your finger. And pull it. Woo. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so I added this scope, and it's not very big. I added that from my crossbow, and it has a lighted reticle, which is blue or red. I like the shoulder stock that came with it. I mean, it was more. The moderator, it just screws on. You can take it on and off. And it had a red dot sight, and I put the red dot here on my AEA. Okay, both of these guns you can own around 500 bucks, but that's without the scope, the moderator, and the butt on this. This I got for $520. No tax on that one. I paid tax on this one and shipping. I can't remember if I got free shipping on that. I don't think so. But the total was $520, and I like this too. But let's go back over here to the Air Force and what I like about it. Okay, so on the back, or well, not the back, but the other side, there's a power wheel right here. And you can dial it, I believe it's 1 to 16 power, right? So I have it set on power 5, so that's 10 less than its potential. So I use these H&N field target trophies, and they are around 20.6 grams. 20.6 grams. So it slings these hauling ass. Okay? These guns are recommended for about 25 plus or minus grains, right? Okay, so that's what they're quoted at anyhow. But with the 20 grains in there, it rips, man. And you know, I'm not going out as a sniper. I don't want to shoot 300 feet at a golf ball. I'm looking more like reality. All my engagements will be from 10 feet, which is 3 yards. You know, I'll use it for home defense, hunting. The bad thing about using this for home defense is it's a single shot. You better make that first shot count. You know, you're gonna have to shoot them in the eye or something. You know, they're not coming through that door to hold your hand or give you something. They're coming in there to harm you. So don't worry about hurting them. They're coming into your house. In Florida, if you come in my house or anybody else's or in the yard with that funny stuff and something happens, you're usually not held liable, okay? But don't quote me on that. So anyhow, that's why I got the H&PS, and that's semi-automatic. Now that's 10 shots as fast as you can pull the trigger in 25 caliber. Now that, if after the first shot you don't turn around and run, you'd be a fool not to. So this is more or less my home protection gun, and this is my hunter. Okay, so I've come to like this thing. It's made in America, and it sure is quality in my book. I like it. So anyhow, my usable range with this would be around anywhere from, let's say, realistically, 20 feet, and maybe the farthest, 100 feet. Okay, so at 100 feet, if I got a group as big as, let's say a 50-cent piece, double the size of a quarter. Okay, so double the size of a quarter, about like that, more like that. That's still, anywhere you hit a squirrel in the head, it's gonna kill them. You know what I mean? A hog's brain is probably that big. So with this and the scope, you'd be able to pin it right on. So anything farther than that, I wouldn't even try it, you know, unless I got the bigger airforce. And if I did, the ideal one I would have is the carbine. I like it. And probably 9mm would be the one I would want. That and this and that would be good for me. Okay, so another thing I like about this is the filling port. There's no probe. You just hook your compressor up to it and you're good to go. You know what I mean? I don't have a hand pump, but I do want to get one just in case Armageddon comes. And I'd like to get a pellet press too, so I can take all my old pellets and press them back into new pellets. And if I don't have pellets to repress, then I'll find old wheel weights or lead keel out of a sailboat or something. It's got to be soft lead though. But soft lead, a lot of wheel weights on car tires, soft lead. So there's a lot of things I like about it. This air tank, when it discharges, it goes straight into the barrel. There's no curve around or anything like that. Like this is going to come around and go out. This is a straight shot, and there's not a whole lot you can mess up in there, you know. So it's pretty well a durable machine. I've shot it for, I don't know, maybe 100 and something shots. I got it sighted in to the best I can do with it, and I'm impressed with it. You know, like when any air gun, it's not regulated, and that regulator does a lot. So if you shoot, no matter how many pellets you shoot till it starts going down, every one of them is going to be shot at least, the bigger bores, 1500 PSI every time. So it's equal on every shot. So your accuracy will more than likely be pretty well pinned on. But then again, we go back. We don't really need to be highly accurate. Listen, I just want to go out and get some food if I need to, or protect my catalytic converter from getting stolen, or my gas tank from getting a puncture hole in it. I mean, I got I got a flashbang with tripwire around my vehicle. And when it goes off, I'm running out there with that and see what you're doing. You know, it is what it is. I mean, if the power goes out, my cameras are no good anyhow. But if I hear that 12 gauge bang go off, I know something definitely out of my yard. And definitely got to be prepared nowadays. You know, gas going up crazily, food's going up crazily, rent's going up crazily. You're going to have some way to protect yourself, and firearms with the stupid rules and the stupid things stupid people are doing with the firearms. It's not the firearm, it's the people behind them. I mean, the firearm just can't get up and go shoot whoever it please. No, you have to have some idiot behind it doing that. So that makes the rules for everybody harder. But these things run almost hand in hand with firearm. I won't say they're as good as firearms, but they're damn close. They're closer than any other thing to a firearm that I know of. I mean, I have a crossbow, but you know, they're expensive. You know, the arrows for them are dollars a piece, couples of dollars a piece, if not tens of dollars a piece. And you know, it's a one-shot wonder. Boom, you shoot it, and I don't know how long it takes you to reload it, but yeah, it might be good for moose or elk or something. But as far as home protection and getting a rabbit or a turkey or a hog or let's say some crazy bulldog tries to attack you and you just so happen to have it on you, man, one shot in the head, it's done, you know. And a lot of people say, well, you got to have at least 30 caliber, 35 caliber, that fully automatic, semi-automatic. Listen, man, if you get your ass shot with one of these, if you don't say, hey, I quit, man, I'm done, no problem here. You know what I'm saying? That's if you don't take a lethal shot, you know what I mean? Even just one shot from this, if it hits the bone, you're going to feel it through your whole body, man. You're going to know something's up. It's time to go to a hospital. You know, at least get some lead dug out if it don't hit an artery or something major, you know. So they are deadly. They can kill you. They will kill you. And the automatic, if you miss them a couple times, you still catch up to them. I mean, that thing there, as fast as you can pull the trigger, tack, 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 you know. That's pretty good. But anyhow, I have a new air pump that I pump these up with, and I'll show that to you. I mean, I could go out and we could do some range time or something, but how many million YouTube videos are there? You know, I mean, they got the camera and the slow motion and blowing things up. We all know it can do that, but I'm just giving you my personal opinion that I like the thing. It's simple. The ammo is good. The only thing about the ammo, you can't buy it in the store. You got to get it off the internet. I don't know anywhere you can buy this, but I can tell you that stocks and supplies are getting really low, especially on the Chinese stuff. Now you look on the internet, it's going to say pre-order, out of stock. So they are dwindling like everything else. Like let's say it's like the grocery store shelves, the hardware shelves. Certain items are empty on the shelf, and that's what's happening with this: shoes, clothes, food, everything else. So might as well go out and get what you can. And if you buy American, 99% of the parts are made for these right here. I hope American made. I hope they make their own parts here. This one, it's made in China. I mean, it's pretty good. I've had a lot of reviews, and there's a lot of reviews, mixed reviews on it. But I took a gamble and bought one, and it was cantankerous at first, and I'm like, oh man, did I get got? No, I didn't get got. It's mainly operator error. I mean, these things are so finicky, It's like driving an old 4-speed car. You got to know exactly when to let that clutch out. You got to know exactly how much gas to give it. You got to know exactly how to let the clutch out going uphill, downhill. You know, how much gas to give it, how to feather it. That's what you got to do with them. They are finicky, but if you get them and you get it right and you get the system right and it starts working for you and you work the bugs on it, they're very nice. I mean, the accuracy on them is very good for an 8-inch barrel, really nice. So today, actually, I wanted to go over this one. I really like it. You know, I really love this thing. Even for one shot, I could shoot this thing all day long, you know. I like it. It's a nice gun. It's a little nose heavy, but it'll work. I got no complaints with this at all. None. So when I come back with the next video, we're going to talk about the HPSS. But I can tell you for both of these guns, I used the Field Trophy 20.6 grain, and they rip ass, man. I mean, they really do. And that's the ones. And then I used the Barracuda Hunters, and they're 27.47. Now that's getting a little weight to it. Okay, and then I used the Crow Magnums at 26.24. And for this one, I've been using the HP Slug in 30 grain. But I've also shot them through here, and they said this is not a slug gun. So I got some slugs coming at 26 grain I'm going to try in there. Okay, so the thing is, I really do like this gun, you know. With everything on it, except for this, and it had the red dot. I'm going to tell you, it was like $800. I mean, you could buy 4 or 5 9mm gunpowder guns probably for that. But you do get quality, solid piece of machinery, and will last for years. Okay. Now this one, that's a really nice deal too. I mean, it's a nice style to it. As far as I know, A&E is getting up there with the big boys. Now these two are under $1,000, and they're right there with some of the $2,000 ones as far as feet per second, knockdown power, and all that. So they're not a really bad gun. I really like them. Grown to like this one really nice. It's a smooth operation. If it was semi-automatic, then you got more parts to worry about, and more jams, and more things like that one. Okay. Anyhow, YouTube, I'm going to come back and I'm going to bring you a video on the HP AEASS semi-automatic 25. Other than that, go out and get you one of these. I'm not sponsoring anybody. I'm doing this video on my own free will because I was kind of impressed with the quality. And I like air guns. I mean, when I was a kid, they didn't have nothing like this. Absolutely. Okay, YouTube. We'll see you on the next video.